right, guys. Hey, Jeff Ryan here. You guys ready to have some fun? We're going to have a ball today. I tell you what, these surfboards, the 4 interchangeable surfboards I got here, I don't know which one I like best. They're a blast. I mean, look at the yellow. It's a subtle contrast. You know what I mean? It's not a stark contrast. It's a subtle contrast, but it looks so darn good. It really does. It really does. I like the yellow one, but they all look good. They all look good. And approaching this project, I thought, well, you know, I like the turquoise because it's turquoise. I'm having a hard time making up my mind, guys. Once again, they all look good. We're going to get to the window posts over here today. They look a little bent, and again, the reason I got that is because I think I can fix the window post, and plus it doesn't have any other factory accents on it. I do think it's a speed line. When I first got out of the package, I noticed the shortened screw post, and the chassis does not run, so we got to get into that as well. Before we dive into the slot car stuff, guys, if I come across a new product and I want to tell you about it, here it is. Here it is. You know, I've used that mini vac before for the slot cars, you know, just cleaning and whatnot. When I saw this one on YouTube, I was impressed by it. I was really impressed by it. It's handheld. The reason I like that is because I've used the shop vac, you know, to get debris off of the layout here. That's doable, but it's not the easiest thing to do. Yeah, there it is. There's the shop vac right there. Not the easiest thing to hold in one hand, you know what I mean? So I got this, and one of the reasons I got this, and I know it looks like a hairdryer, doesn't it? Is, but the back here, they've got a little nozzle for it, this little bee sting nozzle thing. You put that on the back, and now you've got a blower. You've got a very concise blower. That was, it worked amazing, just blowing out the grooves in the track, the slot. That was fun. You got a lot of stuff off. And where you can't get with the vacuum, like under things, you can blow it up, then you get it with the vacuum. So just for that reason alone, I love it. I love it. It's got a few different tips, heads you can use. I like to use that one for the sucking one because it goes to a very narrow point. It's got a couple that have the brush tip on it. Then it has like a little vacuum deal. It also comes with a port and a charging cord there, a USB. Then the USB plugs into the charging station there, and it doesn't take too long. Out of the box, yeah, you got to charge it up, and it doesn't take too long. I've used it to this capacity. It fills up in here, but you see that little HEPA filter right there? That you take that out and you just wash it, and then you just let it dry. It does come with some instructions. The instructions are very easy, very quick, very short. They teach you how to run this thing, but I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Now this is what it looks like with the one of the nozzles on, and it's not too loud. It really isn't. You can hear that it's got a bit of a turbo sound to it. I'm trying to look for stuff here, but there's really not much left. I've already cleaned it all. But the back there, yeah, let me go and get that other head there for the back there. It really is a good blower. All right, I just put the little bee sting back blower there on, and I will say this: be mindful if you're using it and you're sucking stuff up, but you want to turn it around and blow stuff. You don't want to put the blower near the small parts of the table. Okay, just words of wisdom there, guys. But it works so well. That little blower thing, it really focuses down on it, and that's one of the reasons why I got it. Now, that's the good news about it. It's got all these tips you can put on and whatnot. Now, when I reflected back on the YouTube video, they had this thing running, and it would like suck to your hand and it wouldn't come off your hand. Well, I tried that. No, it doesn't have that much suction. It really doesn't. So I don't consider it to be as powerful as they portray in the video. But here's the caveat. With the slot cars and the fine little things that we do and got a vacuum around, I think it's perfect. I don't want it to where it's going to, suck things up from a mile away. I just want to be able to get into the crevices and things like that around that, my track there. And this is absolutely wonderful. So if you want to, get one, judge for yourself, guys. But I like it. I really like it. I did have that mini vac. I've had that for many years, but again, trying to clean the cars and whatnot, yes, you can do it. Time consuming. One thing I did do just for fun is I took the blower part and I blew out, the cases there. And what's funny is, you guys know I have Huskies, and they're usually out here. There's Bristol right there. She'll her fur will get all over. So I just blew it out, and I didn't realize how much of her fur and London's fur was in there. And it's absolutely wonderful. All right, enough about that bugger. Let's go and get into some slot cars. And very quickly, there's the picture of the box was the LT117, something like that. But that's it, guys. If you want to try it out, I'm recommending it. And this is probably one of the items you, again, don't want to tell your wife that you actually have, or that it works on anything other than slot cars. As you guys know, in between takes, I am usually having some fun with the slot cars. Today's no exception. While I am thinking about it, let's do this. I'm going to go inside and show you some of the pictures that the guy sent me. We had the Lincoln that went out. We had the Lola that went out. We had... what else went out? We had the Ford J go out, and let me show you some of the pictures of what these guys done. I am impressed. Really good stuff. All right, very good. Let's dive into this. Robert Snegan, I got a couple of his photos here. He was a gentleman who had redone the station wagon. He touched up the ice cream truck, and he did a great job on the hot rod. And I thought that, just seeing his work, the guy, he does look at the back bumper on the ice cream truck. Totally redid it. I love it. I love it. And the roof there that he did, just exceptional. So, Robert, absolutely wonderful work. I'm glad you got the Continental. I know you sent some other pictures. Just a sec. Yeah, here we go. This is one that he restored. It's a dune buggy. It's got the decals all over it. No roll bar, no windshield. And it looks like you got everything cleaned up as far as the decals off. Looks like you got the chassis cleaned up. And the probably drilled out the holes for the roll bar and the windshield. Well done. Yeah, another shot of it like that, and then there's the finished product. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, that's a better shot of it right there. Very good. So Robert's getting the Continental. This is after he got it. This is very well what I expected him to do. He took the front and back bumper off and probably washed the body. I suspect he washed the body. But that's the first thing he did, is he tore everything apart. Okay, now this is nice. This is a great picture of the front there. He's got the grill done. He's got the lights done. The little turn signals. He's even got the little, what's dead center? What do you want to call that? It looks like right there, it looks like the windshield wipers are done. Well, I love it. I love the detail, attention to detail, I really do. The picture's a little blurry, but it looks like he's got some white walls on there. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, now this picture here, you can see he's got the white walls on the chassis. The chassis is ready to go, and it looks like the bumpers are done too. Interesting here, what he did is he painted the back bumper where the hub is, or the hub, the spare tire, and he painted it red to match the body. Fantastic. And once again, I think these are some finished product pictures there. He did paint the windshield wipers. Looks great. Looks absolutely wonderful. Painted some there on the side. I like it. Even the door handles. Well done. Very, 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 very well done. I'm pleased that he got this thing and finished it up the way he wanted to. All right, great. Let's move on to the next one. All right, and next up is Ron Tiedemann. He did an absolutely wonderful job at restriping the Mustangs here. I mean, that got my attention right away. Real good. Yeah, and look at the wheel well work he did on this blue Mustang in the back there. Again, great job. I love it. I love it. He pays attention to detail. Look at that thing. It's really, really, really good. He said that the wheel wells were kind of gnarled up. They look fantastic now. Great job. Absolutely wonderful job. Okay, now Ron got the Ford J, and I love the way he sent us some pictures of how, how he taped it up and things like that, putting some of the accents on. And Tester, I love tester paint. I've used them since I was a kid. I really, really like them, and that's what he's got going on. And it looks like he's painting there the black stripe on the roof, or on the top. I guess it is the roof, top of the body roof and all that stuff. Well done. That is the finished product. When I first saw this like this, I thought it looks like Aurora made it. You know, I mean, just well done. Look at the back. Look at the detail on the back there. The stripes, the silver on the bottom, just every bit of it. I'm digging it. Yeah, here you go. This is some of the paint he uses, which is absolutely wonderful. Really, really nice. Look at the stripe on the top there. Okay, yeah, here we go. I know they're out of order, but this is him putting some of the black on there. And look, the headlights are not on whatsoever. Wow. There you go. Headlights are on, stripe are on, and these like the I don't know, what is it, the gas cap or whatever there near the driver's side window. Well done. Absolutely well done. That side stripe and stuff. Man, I love the work. I love the work. Again, paying attention to detail, that's really cool. All right, getting back out here where the fun is, guys. I got to hand it to every one of my viewers. I think I've got the best viewers on YouTube, guys. If I ask for something, hey, I'm going to step into the project, I get a multitude of people. I really think I've got the best viewers on YouTube. Okay, good. So we've got, what do we got? I like that one. I really do. I like the green against the Trek. Again, it's subtle, but boy, I really like that. No accents, no factory accents. Love it. So let's dive into this. I know that the chassis didn't work, and I do want to address the bowing of the window post. So let me go ahead and get the camera set up and see what we got. Just a sec. Very, very good. There's no question, but I looked at the screw post earlier. That's a little bit further down, so I know it's a speed line. But I really, really, really dig the ones that don't have any accents on it. Now, when we're looking at it, you see how, I'm trying to get it here, you see how both the window posts, a little bit bowed out. Now, when I was fixing the El Camino and it had the roof that was listing to one side, here's the technique, guys. We're going to go inside and I'm going to put this in some just under boiling water. I'm going to put some water in a cup, get it real hot, but then put it in the microwave. And then when it's real hot, I'm going to dunk this in, and as it comes out, I'm going to put some pressure on both of the window posts there, and then when I release it, as it cools, it should maintain a straighter shape because they look like they're a bit bowed right there. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep both the screws in the screw posts. Reason being is I don't want any water getting down into those. Yes, we can wick it out, but it'll just save us a step. All right, so let's do this. Let me go to the sink and we'll get this underway. All right, so here I go. I've got the Mako Shark right there. I've got the water out of our tap. It's like molten. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the microwave just for about, I don't know, maybe a minute. I don't want it to boil. I want it to be just under that. When you get the plastic as hot as I'm talking about when we dunk it in the water, what happens is it becomes more pliable, and sometimes it resumes its original shape. What I'm thinking about doing is when it gets out of the water, I'm going to put my fingers on either side there so it gets more of a straight alignment to where it should be. So let me do this. I'm going to go ahead and put the water in the microwave and let it get just a little bit more hot. All right, I just had the water in there in the microwave for about a minute, about a minute plus. I'm going to dunk the body in here and I'm just going to let it set for a bit, and I'm going to hope that will be enough for that plastic to get more pliable. And then when I take it out, again, I'm going to put my fingers on the window post and see if it straightens out by the time it cools. You kind of got to suffer through the hot water here for a second, but it shouldn't be bad. All right, I'm just going to leave it for a little bit longer. All right, it just came out of the water. I straightened that screw post, the window post out there, the other side. I think I might dunk it one more time. It's not bad. I'm just going to go ahead and do it one more time and just press it up against here and see if I can just get it really straight. Now that looks great. They both look really good. Let me take it back out to the shop in there. I'm going to go ahead and dry it off and probably get some VRP on it, get it all shined up. Boy, much better now. They're straightened out, which is good. Again, when it came out of the water, what I do is the hot water, I just put some pressure on there until it cooled off. Then I let it up, and then they come out straightened out. All right, so it's a little bit, look at the roof particularly, a little bit dull. Let me grab the VRP. We're going to go and slather this and get it looking real good. All right, you guys know that the VRP is vinyl rubber plastic, and I just splooged a little bit on there. I'm going to go ahead and wipe it in with a towel that I have, and I'm going to just let it set for about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. Then I'm going to get the excess off and then just dry it off or buff it out with my shirt. It has been splooged on. I'm just going to set it aside, but it is all over the Mako Shark there. Again, I'm going to put it aside, wait a few minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and get that off. It had been on long enough, and I just took it off. I have not buffed it out. I just literally wiped it down with the paper towel. That's it. So let me go ahead and get this thing buffed out a little bit better. Oh my God, boy, look at that. I mean, every bit of it. Look at the roof. Look at the hood, the trunk area, the sides, everything. I can't say enough good about the VRP. There is the one caution though. It's vinyl rubber plastic. It's not vinyl rubber plastic paint. So if you have a slot car that has paint on it, be mindful. Be mindful. I've heard a couple of my viewers say, hey, listen, if you use VRP on some of like the AFX or things that have a bunch of paint on it, it might affect the accents. So please be mindful, be careful, use that caution. But look at that, unreal. Okay, I mean, that's absolutely wonderful. I love it, I love it. The chassis, we've got yet to get into the chassis here. So let me go ahead and take this thing apart and we'll get rolling with it. Straight away, it doesn't look like there's any brushes here. This turns really good. It turns really good, but there's no tension on it. So let's go ahead and take it apart. I stand corrected. There is one brush. When I was looking on the bottom side, I did not see anything there, and there's nothing on the bottom of the comm plate or anything. So I know that there's only one, there's only one brush there. So we're gonna have to address that. Look at the back brush spring. It looks like it's a little bit mangled. We're gonna have to pay attention to that too. We can get that straightened out. Pretty much got it disassembled. The back axle is like a truck axle. Gonna have to replace that. I'm gonna need another brush. What else? Everything else looks like it's there. So let me grab some parts and we'll get this thing cleaned up, put back together. I was just fiddling with the back brush spring there, and I think I got it where I want it. I think I got where I want it. What I'm going to do now is put it back together, put the engine in and all that stuff, and just see how, just test it. I'm just going to test it. If I have to raise it or lower it, let me do it after I test it. Okay, I got the chassis back together. It runs real good, but I'm having a time of that crown gear isn't holding onto the axle, and I checked my other crown gears. I don't have the right size. They're a little bit too thin. So what I did is I'm going to set this chassis aside. I've got another one here. I know it runs. I'm going to oil it up, then we're going to go ahead and get it on the body of the Mako Shark. All right, very good. I got the body on the chassis. I used a couple of spacers right there to lengthen the front screw post. Let's see what we get, guys. Yeah, liking that. I know it doesn't have the front or the back bumper on, but I like to test it. Runs good though. Runs real good. Looks real good. Looks real good. All right, good. Let me go ahead and get the front and back bumper on, then we're going to call it done. Just a sec. What do you think? I got the bumpers in. Looks great, doesn't it? I mean, look at that back bumper. Absolutely awesome. The front just slid right into place. Absolutely right into place. Once again, guys, I really like them that don't have the factory accents. I know it's a Speedline, but I am just attracted to them the way they look. Just like that. And what's interesting about this being Speedline, look at the back wheel wells. They're jacked up a little bit. They're screwed in properly, but they're jacked up a little bit. It's kind of interesting find. And I know, again, I put the spacers in the front screw post just to make sure that they came out the way they should. All right, guys, I'm going to call it. That's it for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed the video. Got a lot of cool things coming on. I want to, in the next video, I want to glue some of those together and then show you how I put the hair on. It's very easy, it's very fun, and we want to get that in the next video. And I always say this, guys, if you need anything, let me know. I'm here for you. Take care. We will see you.